Conley working Goodwin, who's overmatched. Goes behind to Gobert pick. Now drives the right hand, puts the floater off the window and in. Mike Conley with a masterful third quarter.
That was your play of the game. Our guy David Locke on the call. It's brought to you by Larry H. Miller Dealerships for service, sales, and selection. LHMauto.com, driven by you. Jazz win tonight in Atlanta over the Hawks, 112-91. Jake Scott, Coach Tim Lacombe with you. A post-game brought to you by Mark Miller Subaru, Utah's only negotiation-free Subaru retailer. Good win for the Utah Jazz, Tim. Atlanta was shorthanded. It'd be interesting to see this game again with Trae Young, although he was basically not there for the first game, only scoring 4 points. Because I think you and I both agree Atlanta's kind of a fun young team to watch, play a fun style of basketball, and Trae Young is certainly a special player. But I think, how did you put it earlier in the show? They look tonight like a team that's done a lot of watching somebody else dribble and shoot.
Oh, they did, and it's just the fact of the matter. And, a ton of credit to the Jazz, too, because you have, the minute that game ends the other night and the Jazz beat the Pistons, their attention goes to the Hawks, and they get a game plan in place, and they talk about it. And, they learn today that he's not going to play, so everything that they probably worked on was a little bit different and could speak possibly to some of the rhythm issues as well. Both teams played really hard, just couldn't find a whole lot of rhythm and flow. But we mentioned it in crosstalk. We said it all year. But when you see this incremental growth by the team, and part of that is, winning games in a different way, unpredictably, not having just a certain game a game has to go a certain way for you to win. They've now, this was a slugfest that they ultimately just kind of broke the Hawks' will in the end.
Up next, tomorrow night's game against the Charlotte Hornets. Gordon Hayward has obviously played against his former team a few times there in Boston, less than you'd think with the injuries that he dealt with. But I always find it intriguing the way he left town to see him play against this Utah Jazz team. I'm kind of excited to see how it plays out tomorrow.
And there'll be some extra energy on both sides with that kind of thing. I remember I was one of the crazy guys. I left my roots at the University of Utah to go down to BYU, and having to play those guys all the time.